We want to start by acknowledging that this program is taking place in the unceded territory of Lil'wat Nation. Hi everyone, and welcome to Tea and Tales. My name is Nikki Madigan, and I'm the curator at the Pemberton Museum. Thanks for coming and supporting this program. This is the first in a series of 7 presentations that will feature speakers from Birken, Mount Currie, Pemberton, and Squamish. Our theme this year is local art, past and present. So what is art? Art is defined as the expression or application of human creative skill and imagination, typically in a visual form such as painting or sculpture, producing works to be appreciated primarily for their beauty or emotional power. Art also includes the various branches of creative activities such as painting, music, literature, and dance. Why is art important? Art reflects and informs the culture from which it emerges. Art created reflects a time and a place and the values and beliefs of that place. Art can be considered a mirror that is held up to inspire reflection on what is and what was. In the past, local art wasn't the exception, it was the reality. Communicating and growing beyond local borders was largely impossible. Today we can communicate with nearly anyone, anywhere. However, it is local art that gives a community meaning and a sense of place, and so it remains an important aspect of any community. Art has the ability to share common values and beliefs between different groups of people. This type of communication is important for society. Creativity is a beautiful experience that brings people and communities together regardless of race, gender, age, or religion. Integrating the arts more fully into our lives enriches each of us because engaging in the arts brings individuals together and it fosters community. This summer we will be featuring Wim Twinkle, who's going to tell us about how he does his art. His title is actually Art, Just Do It. He'll be here on July 16th. Eric Anderson of Squamish will be here on July 23rd to tell us about Emily Carr and other modern artists that were inspired by the sea to sky country. On July 30th, Levi Nelson is here to talk about the need to create and how it inspires his art. Johnny Jones will tell us about the oldest art tradition in the area, rock paintings, on August 6th. The poet Linda K. Thompson will be here on August 13th to share poems inspired from her childhood in the Pemberton Meadows. And the final presentation will feature 3 historic artists from the area, Marjorie Gims, Pat Wilson, and Reedy Ronan. Just a reminder to all in attendance that the presentations are filmed for the historical record and an edited version will be made available on YouTube and on our website. Today we are starting the program by featuring Lil'wat artists, and Lois Joseph, Jonathan Joe, and Vera Edmonds are here to demonstrate the traditional arts of carving, basket weaving, and regalia making. These are the oldest expressions of art in the area, and we are honored to have them here today to share their personal stories from their creative journeys. Thanks to all of you for supporting the Tea and Tale program.
Good afternoon, everyone. In Chashmamia, Lil'wat Ulfgan, Shlakvimkan.
Yes.
Welcome to the Pemberton Museum today to see some of our Lil'wat artists at work. Over to my left is Antolia Vera Edmonds, who does basketry work, and today she is helping anyone make a bracelet if they would like. And to my right is Jonathan Joe. He is a master carver. And he is here demonstrating how he carves his paddles and hummingbird plaques, yes. And that's another plaque behind him there. I'd like you to come around and meet with the carvers, the artists, and ask questions that you may like, and they can explain whatever the artwork that they are doing. We are from Lil'wat from the Lil'wat Nation, which is north of here, Mount Curry, BC. But our area is actually Lil'wat. And we live in between two rivers, and this is where Lil'wat, how it was named when we were moved to that area. But generally we've lived from way up in Meager area all the way to Harrison Lake. And so this is all our territory. And we are beginning to share those stories now so that people understand who we are as Lil'wat people. Thank you.
There's something else on this one.
It is
See
a
them?
line.
See how they shine?
Yeah. I wonder what we have.
These are some of the big
It's gonna be
ones someone
50?
got for
Yeah.
me.
I named him after
One
Dwayne
day-
Eddy, but his
one
friend
day
who was
I
born at the
decided
same
to
time, he was
Send
named
it from anywhere
Neil.
in here, I use them in here.
That's what happened on
So
that
that's
day.
what's in
Neil
there, I just
Armstrong
wrap it in.
landed on the moon.
I was gonna see if I could trade you trucks for an hour.
$10 each. You can make one for $10. It's up to you.
Anyway.
Oh. We can. Where are you from?
I'm parked right in front of you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, stop.
This is my, I just finished it. It took me a long
Yeah, I
time
don't
because
know what
I
to do.
was
Say we
well
were
during
going back
winter.
that way, trading, coming back.
Oh, she makes it too. These are
I don't know if you want me to say anything or I'm just gonna.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's good.
Can you explain what you have at the table?
Yeah, this is yellow cedar wood. This one's yellow cedar too.
They do the.
This is red cedar that aged in the lake, so it turned way darker. This is red cedar too, so it's just really aged. I've been in and out of the lake for years. And all these knives here, different knives, curved knives for different things you want to do with the wood. Different chisels. This is the one these are two I use the most really. Little hummingbird carving I'm working on now. And I did this one here, blue heron. And I'm working on this one. There's a commission with Ashley Joseph. We'll be doing 3 other paddles, somebody else will do another one. And this is what this one looked like once upon a time. Came from a piece of wood.
How many years do you think that was in the lake?
Who knows, 50, 100 years, who knows?
100, yeah.
You never
Yeah.
know.
Yeah,
'Cause it just changed color so much.
I know.
It did leave words, but
Some of it,
Natural stain.
some of it on the end was all, rotten. Everything, so we had to cut it off.
I know, I was just telling.
And this part here, I don't know if you were here earlier.
My teeth felt out of it.
This was just right there on a
Because on
different
the
carving.
left,
So I used every piece of it
Every piece.
that I could.
Yeah, yeah.
Can you explain what you have at your table?
These are cedar roots.
Right.
I pick them early spring or fall time. I can't pick them in the summer because they dry up fast.
Be around.
And-
And then actually people can.
And these are wild cherry bark.
Not much.
They're red.
Dollars or something, people can access it.
And these are
As a sort of not-for-profit thing. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So
Canary
they're
grass.
making big efforts to try
You
to
pick
find
them,
different ways to kind of get it out
then
there,
you-
so-
you put them in
Yeah,
boiling
so
water.
It was pretty fun to see that.
That's why they're this shiny and white. They're usually they're green. And I boil the water, then I dry it and it turns white. Canary grass. And these are the sticks. These are the young cedar trees, the sapling.
Yeah.
We take the ones that have no branches. We call them the So that's what I work with.
And then it's promoted through RPC down in the Vancouver area.
So I can make almost anything if I want. But you have to want to make it. Eh? So I make headbands, baskets.
Because they're all elders that were in the dance room. They were fluid. I had not been.
His mom and my boys.
Oh, it's not each.
Yeah.
She had it done with that before. I decided, well, I better get
Or if you want to do it fast.
So I got my whole class.
20 quarters or
Can you explain what you have at your table right now? Everybody was crowding your table earlier.
I am doing the Regalia making demonstration, so I brought some of my materials. This is just a child's vest size 2 that I'm starting. The back and the front. And I also have moccasins with sheep shearing, so that if people want to put sheep shearing in there to make soft moccasins. I have the a dress that is naturally smoked hide, and the rest of my hide it's manufactured so that we can bring more and more in at a time. Yeah, these were homemade, and look at it, and I wore them right out from my dancing. And pictures I have, this is one of our dance group years ago that they would go into the May Day parades. And I brought some examples of what I've made. This is a wedding dress I made with white leather, deer leather, and the white mucklucks to go with it. I've made 2-piece ones as well, and a little bit more thinner for so it's not so warm. And this one here is very heavy. It's my one I use now. And that's what I use for today's dance, and I still dance. And the ones you see on the wall are for the daycare group. And this was for a fellow that wanted a vest. He changed his mind. And so I'm making the baby dresses easier for them to put on the babies, so because they have to dress all of them. And they're all from size 2 to size 5. I also have a moccasin pattern here. Cutout that I was going to start making a size 8 and 9 pair of moccasins for the daycare group. And you can choose different colors of deer. You can have white like that dress. These ones are just naturally tanned, they call them, but these are dyed, same as the white is dyed. But if it was really, really natural, this is the natural color. It hasn't been dyed or anything. What else do I have? We use this for the berry picking song. It's our flat, we call it. And we wear this, we do the berry picking song. So we pick the berries and throw them over our shoulder into the basket. Or we like this.
Is that a historic basket?
Yes. We still use them today. We pick vegetables and berries. And Vera made this one.
I got like the stage take over the lake, try and work a little.
What else? This is my drum made from deer hide. And my dance group's called the Ishwat dance group. Ishwat in our language is loon, or the loon dancers. And that's my traditional name, which Mamiat, which means mother of all. Okay. I was going to have these on the wall, but so this is one of my first dance groups. So we worked on all the regalia, and I used to be sewing all the time because I'd work on if the children showed interest in dancing, just songs, I'd say, here's a drum, and I'd make them a dress, you can dance with me. I just work them through like that, and they just grew. So every once a week we would go to somebody else's house and have a potluck and drum and sing in the homes, and that's the way my grandmother used to do it when she had it. Now we go to the hall, or because we're so big now we can get anybody's house. And so then I've been really busy with Regalia and everything.
It's like or if you see a bird, you see it. So this one's going to be what came in. The eagle just
I think it's starting to be ready.
then the head.
Used to have it
Flip flopping over it.
I think you're probably safe.
What's on there?
In the lake, some years.
on July 30th. This is the wedding dress.
It opens and you, it's like a flip flop over this and you hold it firm so
Sometimes I go get my own.
same thing.
How lovely to show you this.
You just go under, just wrap it with a brush, yeah.
Yeah, I do.
And the girls that want to wear one.
I did some of the cultural center and
Next thing you know.
Everyone's is that another tie there? That's
These are flats, we call them.
Yeah, right. New modern technology, why not, right?
our ancestors took it 2 years.
Where she is. When she handed it to me, she said, not right, yeah.
Well, the thing that would do is, people used to have this whole year.
I thought I was doing that. Yeah, I would like to. Oh, she's
So that would make start one, another one there.
I remember seeing her, my husband.
This one I made for my daughter's, I don't think so many know my daughter, but she graduated from high school. So they're two kids. No, it's
Yeah, because it's slow.
another two kids.
It's a beautiful color. And if people are looking for things for the kids.
Now, would you wear those?
Yes, two pieces.
When you think about it though,
Yeah.
this sort of
Thinner. I mean, I
everyone. So every generation is
Yes.
underneath. You know, just like this.
It's wonderful. It's nice.
This is our one of the older dancing firms in our we used to, we had a
Going home yesterday.
it is in the I made them when I want Susie when you need to otherwise you have to lose it. My grandma.